Good morning, everybody. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Aileen O'Reilly and I am the Research and Evaluation Manager at Jigsaw. So I'm really delighted to welcome you to the event this morning. Thank you very much for making the time to be here. Delighted to say we have almost 350 delegates joining us, mostly from Ireland and many from Jigsaw, but also from the US, from Canada, from Australia, from the academic, not-for-profit, education, community, mental health and other sectors, including many young people. So the fact that there's been such interest in this event, I think just goes to show how we are keen to deepen our collective understanding of youth mental health through research and evaluation and supporting young people if and when they experience mental health difficulty. So I'm shortly going to hand over to our CEO, Dr. Joseph Duffy, to do an official welcome for the event. But before I do, there are a couple of housekeeping bits and pieces I need to run through. So first, just to say that we are here this morning until 12:30. We do have a scheduled tea and coffee break at 11 o'clock, but I know that not everybody can stay for the full morning. So just to say at the start that while we won't circulate slides after the event, we do intend to get the recording of the event to you all. So we are hoping to build some interest in the event, as you do now, online. So for those of you on social media, the hashtag for today's event is hashtag Jigsaw Exchange, with and without capital letters. It doesn't matter. So please do tweet, retweet, share content, etc. as you see fit. I'm also conscious that we have not started this event yet, but I'm going to tell you about another one. So the ULEAD group, of which Jigsaw is a member, are holding a week of lunchtime 1 o'clock seminars on various youth mental health topics. It starts with a seminar from Professor Catherine Abel on the 11th of October on what we've learned about young people's mental health during the pandemic, and ends with a seminar from Jess Staten on mental health in schools. So promises to be a good week again of events. So we will send Eventbrite registration information to everybody afterwards. But in the meantime, if you want more information, you can locate Eilish Hennessy or NUIG ULEAD on Twitter. And finally, just to say that there are a couple of people that I need to thank, without whom today wouldn't be possible. So firstly, to our event experts Advantage. I naively thought organising an online event would be easy. To Mike, Matt, Nisha and the rest of the communications team at Jigsaw who've helped out, Angela and all of the young people who are involved today, and to the wonderful research and evaluation team members who have gotten involved, particularly Lizzie, Maeve and Louise. And then lastly, I'd like to mention Maria Tibbs, who is a PhD student at the School of Psychology in UCD and working with Jigsaw, and I would like to commend her for the wonderful work that she's done in organising the event. Definitely somebody you would want on your team if you're going to organise something. So that's it for me for now. Without further ado, I would like to hand over to our CEO, Dr. Joseph Duffy, a great champion of research and evidence and evaluation in our organisation, for an official welcome.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Jigsaw Exchange, delivering mental health supports to young people, what we have learned and where are we going. This event will focus specifically on key learnings from Jigsaw's research and evaluation over the past 15 years. Since Jigsaw was established, we've been committed to leading the transformation of youth mental health. From the beginning, this has involved a strong focus on conducting research, contributing evidence to the then emerging area of youth mental health, and evaluating the services and the supports that we provide. Jigsaw as an organisation, and indeed the area of youth mental health, has grown and developed significantly in the last 15 years. Our current research and evaluation strategy brings our experience and our expertise, but also challenges us to be bold in our ambition. This strategy focuses on pioneering research, robust evaluation, and transformative evidence. By pioneering research, we have worked with academic partners in UCD and structures like ULEAD to build a more comprehensive understanding of youth mental health literacy, and effective early intervention supports. We have built research capacity in individuals, including Jigsaw staff, through partnerships and funding. We have brought to life our Memorandum of Agreement with the School of Psychology in UCD through the development of the second My World survey, published to great acclaim in 2019. We've also developed a number of research projects with international partners Foundry and Headspace, which you'll hear more about this morning. We've worked to increase young people's involvement in Jigsaw's research so that it is relevant, engaging, and achieves the maximum impact. We've also established a Youth Research Council, which you'll hear more about later on today, to provide strategic advice to support researchers and research in Jigsaw. Through robust evaluation, Jigsaw has enhanced its evaluation framework systems and improved the quality of the data that we gather. We've expanded Jigsaw's overall evaluation framework to facilitate systematic data collection and to be more efficient, to provide more effective and efficient assessment of progress and also the impact over time. We've enriched data management across Jigsaw services, enabling us to capture data more effectively. And we've also monitored the quality of that data gathered to ensure that Jigsaw is better informed in terms of service delivery and can garner deeper insights into youth mental health. The final aspect of our research and evaluation strategy is through informative evidence. Jigsaw has creatively used the evidence it generates to reach young people and those around them to better inform policy and practice in the area of youth mental health. We have promoted engagement with evidence produced by Jigsaw, ensuring that it's accessible and appealing to members of the public. We have disseminated evidence generated by Jigsaw in inventive and creative ways to young people and to those who support them. We host national research meetings to facilitate knowledge exchange in the area of youth mental health, such as today's event. We work to enhance the translation of evidence into policy and practice in the area of youth mental health by engaging with policymakers and practitioners. This research event aims to present compelling evidence, challenge assumptions, air voices of young people, and progress the conversation around youth mental health service delivery to facilitate the translation of evidence into practice. I'd like you to enjoy, hopefully you'll enjoy and engage with this event. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to introduce you to Sive O'Hanrahan, and she will continue the proceedings. So Sive is a youth advocate for the Research and Evaluation Department in Jigsaw, and she's the current chairperson of our Youth Research Council. She's a psychology graduate who has volunteered with Jigsaw since 2018. First as a member of our youth advisory panel, and then in a role as a research and evaluation advocate. Sive has a passion for youth mental health and is beginning a master's early next year in psychology. In the meantime, she's living in London and tells me that she's making up for having a quiet year this past year. So Sive, thank you for taking part today. I'm going to hand over to you now.
So hi all, my name is Sive O'Hanrahan. Joseph has introduced me very nicely there. So I'm 23 and I'm originally from Cork. As Joseph said, I am the Research and Evaluation Youth Advocate for Jigsaw and the chairperson of the Youth Research Council. And to just give you all a bit of background, as Joseph has, I've graduated with an undergraduate degree in psychology. I graduated in 2020 from Trinity, and I'm beginning a master's in clinical psychology this coming February. So I've been passionate about mental health from a young age. And I think my interest in issues concerning youth mental health has been fed by seeing the benefits of the work of organisations like Jigsaw in my own life and in the life of those around me. And I think it was this interest that ultimately led me to pursue a career in psychology and also to volunteer with Jigsaw. So as Joseph has said, I got involved with Jigsaw in 2018. Firstly, I was a member of the National Office Youth Advisory Panel, and then I became a Research and Evaluation Youth Advocate. And my work with Jigsaw to date has been really, really diverse and wide-ranging. So I've engaged in consultations on youth participation frameworks and research projects. I'm a member of Jigsaw's Ethics Committee, and I've worked with the Research and Evaluation Department to establish the Youth Research Council. I think what was particularly attractive about Jigsaw as an organisation to volunteer with was the value that they place on youth voice. Jigsaw really acknowledges the contribution that young people can make to the work of an organisation like this in a meaningful way rather than just a tokenistic way. And I think that young people who volunteer with Jigsaw are afforded opportunities to be involved in every aspect of running the organisations, from fundraising to communication and indeed research and evaluation. So since working with the Research and Evaluation Department, I've truly come to recognise the value of including young people at every stage of the research process. And youth partnerships like the ones you see in Jigsaw allow for reciprocal learning and for a wide diversity of opinions to inform Jigsaw's trajectory. Young people have experiential knowledge of the issues that are currently affecting their own mental health and that of their peers, and so can serve to direct Jigsaw's research efforts effectively. I think that this ultimately ensures that Jigsaw's programs and services align with the needs and preferences of young people. Similarly, through consultations with various researchers in Jigsaw, I've seen the value of having young people involved in the development of research materials and processes, ultimately making research participation more accessible to other young people. When it comes to research dissemination, our volunteers have been amazing in thinking up the most brilliant, creative ways to publicise the findings of Jigsaw's research and to translate them into practice and policy. Similarly, events like this one today are so augmented by the contributions of young people. I have to thank the research department for offering me this opportunity to co-chair with Aileen. Later on today, we'll have young people co-chairing our breakout rooms and as members of our panel discussions. And I hope that by having young people involved in the delivery of this conference, that we've made today more accessible to the young people that are interested in the research that Jigsaw is doing. I think that it also highlights the opportunities that are available to those who volunteer with Jigsaw. I'd like to especially welcome any young people who have engaged with today's event, and we're so happy to have you here to bear witness to the research that directly concerns you and to hopefully share your unique insights by contributing to discussions later. I hope you all enjoy today. We've got some amazing speakers and discussion coming up, and thank you all again for joining us.